Now, Andy, on an amazingly related case, I received an email from Karen Straughan, who has been for many weeks talking about my exes and talking about me and saying, look at JF, he's so lost in his life, he's so low value on the sexual market that all he can do is fuck a retard to have babies. That's the only thing that will reproduce with him. And Karen Straughan, just like Condacula, by the way, instead of apologizing, instead of saying,
my girlfriend can wipe her own arse, man. Calm down.
So, just like Condacula, instead of apologizing, she sends me an email requesting my help. She says, I'm being defamed right now because she says my statement about you is being misrepresented. I was just saying that you were low value on the market. I was not saying blah, 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 blah. And so I answered to her, I do not care about protecting you from any defamation or false representations you may be the victim of as a result of your statements. And here's why. Do you mind if I read the email I responded to her?
Of course, man. Do it up.
So I explained to Karen Straughan, shaming men for their value on the sexual market after a failed relationship, which in this case is due to false allegations repeated from a child custody case as hearsay in an illegitimate guardianship case, is an inherently misandric action. One of the mechanisms of modern matriarchy is precisely to imply that despite the fact that most marriages fail due to circumstances and choices controlled by the female or the state, the male is ultimately responsible and is rightfully punished by being shunned by society, thus becoming a worthless person, if he demonstrates that he is not willing to bow down to a female or to the state's whims sufficiently for these systems not to break his marriage, a rightful contract that he entered in fairly by sacrificing some of his liberties in exchange for a similar sacrifice on the part of his wife. One of the components of the shaming tactic is precisely what you did, Karen, by implying that I was so low value on the market that I had to resort to having sex with a handicapped person to have babies, which is both insulting for her and I, and false, since I do not select autistic people in my dating strategy. I simply happen to be open-minded on the question, being an autist myself. Indeed, I currently have a girlfriend who is not autistic, and I'm about to have my second child, a girl, in July. The constraint that you propose exists in my life in terms of my success on the sexual market was false. But at the same time, I do not necessarily wish to be talking about these things publicly or be compelled to talk about them publicly in contexts that I do not control, just for the sake of correcting the record, because I wish, to the extent possible, to protect my family from future harassment. In addition, your statement was insensitive to people like me who defend publicly the idea of cognitive diversity, that human minds can be different from the norm and that they ought to be respected and appreciated rather than classified on a scale of success or value. I've had literally close to 1,000 relationships with women, and let me assure you of something. The lady you talked about comes out in the top 1% in terms of her quality, her nobility, and her intelligence. She was far from being a choice I was constrained to do. She was a gem among them. In short, I will not review the video to assess the truth of their statement, nor review the comments on it, because no matter if they got the details wrong about what you said, they have reached the same conclusion as I did, that you are an inappropriate spokesperson for MRAs as long as you deceive yourself in not acknowledging the reality of what I just stated. If you are up to discuss these points, on Warski Live, we're willing to have you on, and we will be on at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. She did not reply yet. Maybe we can have Karen Straughan on to talk about what she said about my ex-fiancé and my lack of value on the sexual market. You guys can tweet at her if you want her on. Oh, Andy, Karen Straughan says, she sends me an email. She says, "You're kidding, right? Why would I line your pockets with drama super chats? If you want, I'll go on a stream with you at V's. Well, go fuck yourself, Karen. Because one of the aspects of misandry that's also implied in your statement is that men cannot have a living, they cannot earn money. I need money. I need money even to resolve the defamation that you've been doing about me and my ex-fiancé. And so, yeah, I work at Warski Live, and this is where I'll talk to you. No, I will not go to V's stream.
Because you're
Go
not.
fuck yourself, bitch.
You're.
Ooh.
Holy shit, yo. What is she fucking. She's the one who brought up this entire situation in the first place. Am I right?
She starts by attacking me on my private life on V-Stream, and I should go on V-Stream now to resolve all this, so I would finance the talking about my private life, and everyone on the internet would say, if you want to make money, just attack JF on his private life. He's gonna come on your show, he's gonna bring thousands of viewers, and you can wreck him on his private life. No, I won't fall for it.
Yeah, if you're like, look, for example, if let's say me and Failure had a problem, right? And Failure's talking mad shit about me, and then I hear this and I talk about it, I'm 100% sure Failure would be like, yeah, I did have a problem. Or like Ralph, who just hopped in, for example, there's like a problem happening. He's not going to be like, yeah, we had a fight. I was talking shit, but I'm not going to show up on your stream. It's on my terms. It's just like what fucking Cult of Dusty tried to do. He keeps bashing me, berating me over and over on Twitter until finally he's like, no, I won't be on your show. Come on my show. I'm like, you're the one howling. I'm not going to bend over and take it up the ass from you, especially right after you go, oh, how do I turn on super chats? Go fuck your mother. I almost said Count Dankula because your face just popped up. No, Cult of Dusty.